Hello everyone, I'm here today to bring you my March wrap up. By the time this uploads, it's gonna be past March, and I know it's not that big of a deal that I didn't upload this exactly in March. It's not gonna be the end of the world, but it feels that way to me. I don't like it. I tried for the past 2 months to make sure get it before the month changed, and this month I'm not going to. I won't even with my book haul either, which makes me really sad. My book haul is gonna be a day late. Who knows when I'm gonna get this video up. The week just went by really fast. I lost it. It's already Friday tomorrow, and I don't know what happened, but we're rolling with it. I am just going to start with my March wrap up. I didn't finish too many books, but I read a lot, and you'll see why I'm saying that in just a moment. The first 2 books I'm gonna talk about, I read a book in between them, but I wanted to put them together because they are part of a trilogy, and the first one being Captive Prince, and the second book being Prince's Gambit, both by C.S. Pact. I really enjoyed these 2 books. I gave Captive Prince a 4-star out of 5, and I gave Prince's Gambit 4.5 out of 5 stars. Prince's Gambit was definitely much better than Captive Prince, but I really enjoyed both of them. The first book is about a prince named Damon, and throne is taken from him, and he is sent to be a slave to the enemy's side. This book isn't for everyone. It's definitely an adult book. It has a lot of mature content, and there are themes like abuse and rape, which it's really hard to read, and I don't like reading it. Sometimes I skim through it and just skip to when it's over with, just because it's really hard to read about. But if you can get past that, and if it doesn't have any trigger warnings for you, it's a very good series. I'm really enjoying the court politics of it. That's my favorite thing about reading these books. They're very short. I got through these pretty fast, and I really enjoyed them both. So I read Captive Prince first, and then I started Prince's Gambit, but I took a break halfway through it because this new release came out, and you probably know what it already is, and so I picked that up first, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I really enjoyed Lady Midnight. The more and more I think about it, the more I'm just really enjoying it and getting really excited for the next book, mostly because I keep on thinking about Mark Blackthorn. I just love him so much, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I do have a 19-minute video, I think, of my review of Lady Midnight, so I'll leave that down below if you want to go check it out and hear more of my thoughts. But like I said, I really cannot wait to see where it leads and where the story takes us. This is set 5 years after The Mortal Instrument. If you haven't read any Cassandra Clare book ever, I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna say it 1,000 times. You need to, because her stories and her books are just wonderful, and I highly recommend picking up Lady Midnight, especially if you do love all of Cassandra Clare's other books. I know that you technically can read Lady Midnight before you finish The Mortal Instruments or The Infernal Devices, but I highly recommend that you don't, because it's just gonna spoil you for a lot of things, and you're not gonna want that. As you can see, this is a pretty hefty book, and that's why it took me a while to finish it. I think it took me maybe a week or 2. I'm not really sure. But that's why I didn't finish too many books, but I did get a lot of reading in. So here are the 3 books that I read in March. I know it's not a lot, but I am okay with it because Lady Midnight was a pretty hefty book. I am still working my way through King's Rising, which is the 3rd book in the Captive Prince trilogy. And yeah, I haven't been reading much. My brother and I just binge watched Fuller House. We watched 9 episodes last night, and we finished the rest today. But yeah, Netflix took a priority before this book, but I'm gonna finish it definitely this month, and you'll hear more of my thoughts on it in my April wrap-up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to, and I will talk to you next time. Bye! It's mostly because I keep on thinking about Mac. Really enjoyed this book, and I can't balance this. And in my April, that's what next month is.